People say change is the only constant. And while that's true, looking at life through that lens alone can feel overwhelming. The impermanence of things, the idea that something precious will eventually be lost, is a scary thought. But if we shift our perspective and focus on growth as the only constant instead, things start to look up. Because whether an experience is good or bad, there is always something valuable to be gained. There is always room for growth as a person, even in setbacks, even in failures, even in the moments we least expect. Adversity is often the key to transformation. Can you really grow if you stay stagnant? When we embrace the idea that every experience offers a chance to evolve, we take control of our own progress towards becoming better humans. Yes, change is inevitable, but how we perceive and respond to it is our choice. And with that positive outlook, we gain the confidence to take adventurous leaps when they matter most. Almost 7 years ago, I purchased this camera, one that at the time was a great deal for a YouTuber like me. It captured so many visuals on my channels in the years that followed. This camera has seen me through the highs and lows of my filmmaking journey. It's been with me on client shoots, in experimental projects. It's done so much for me. But camera technology has advanced rapidly, and I've reached a point where my skills and ambitions have outgrown this tool. So I upgraded. And as much as I have sentimental value for my A6500, and as much as I love hoarding old things, it's time to let go. I plan to sell it because, well, I need the money, but that's the thing about growth. It often requires sacrifice. No pain, no gain. If I may use a Pokemon analogy, think of how Ash Ketchum never evolved Pikachu. Sure, there's nostalgia and emotional attachment in keeping Pikachu as it is. But choosing not to evolve it into Raichu, a stronger, more capable version, ultimately limited both Pikachu's potential and Ash's growth as a trainer. In the world of Pokemon, maybe it worked out. In the real world, dragging on the inevitable, clinging on to the past, and holding on to an older version of yourself, refusing to embrace change, can prove costly. Growth demands evolution. In what has felt like the longest January that has ever Januaried, something really wholesome and fulfilling happened. I visited Nagpur, the Orange City, to attend the wedding of one of my closest cousins, Indraini. It feels like just yesterday we were planning our zombie apocalypse survival strategy. And now, here we are, all grown up. For someone who detested the idea of marriage for the longest time, seeing you so happy and content at your wedding filled me with immense emotion. Suddenly, it feels like we've grown up too fast. All of that week, I found myself reminiscing about the times we used to put on shows and dance in front of our families. Unfiltered, carefree, with nothing to worry about except when we would meet again. And yet, as much as I missed those moments, I knew this was a huge step in your life. You were ready to evolve into a new version of yourself, and I couldn't be prouder of the person you have become. I didn't expect this wedding to impact me as much as it did. For a brother who only visited you once a year our whole lives, being so deeply involved, like briefly being beside you in the mandap, and to be at your beck and call to assist you in anything you needed, was such an eye-opening experience. Even something as simple as being the family's designated driver made me unexpectedly happy. Who knew responsibilities could be fun? Safely made it. Oh my god, driving in India is such a task. But if you can drive here, you can drive anywhere in the world. And with stick. Skills. Spending quality time with our extended family was equally heartwarming. Seeing everyone come together, busy yet fully present in the festivities, filled with joy, it finally made sense why our elders always emphasize family time and not to mention pressure us to get married. I mean, I'm still far away from that, that's for sure, but it was a profound realization of how important a marriage is for families. It's not just a union of two souls, it's a merger of two families. The bond our family has always shared, the way we always show up for each other, it's something I have always deeply admired. Not many are privileged to say they have the same, to have cousins they are close to who have lived through life together the way we have. Seeing that bond, feeling the love reverberate throughout the duration of the wedding week has made me so proud to be a part of this clan. I definitely want to be more involved in future family events. Karthik, I pull your ear hard. Twice. Consider that a lifelong reminder to take care of my sister in ways unimaginable. We have entrusted you with someone who has been showered with boundless love her entire life, and that's a responsibility you must now honor. During the bidaai ceremony, your mother-in-law, aka my aunt, had her biggest breakdown the moment we embraced. It was a moment of pure catharsis poured out onto my shoulder. As much as I have teased her since then about that, deep down both of us knew how powerful and impactful that moment was for us. I hugged a lot of my family that week, not realizing that I was the one who needed those hugs as well. All of that for Indru. That, Karthik, is the weight of the love you now carry forward. Indru, your wedding was absolutely beautiful. You were so beautiful. I hope it lived up to everything you envisioned because it exceeded all of my expectations. The light-hearted moments and the chaotic, hectic ones, I will be cherishing them all. It was the most fun I've had in a very long time. And most importantly, you have stepped into the future you always dreamed of. It's so obvious in your eyes. Lucky you. I love seeing you evolve like this while still staying true to yourself. Love you so much. To the moon and beyond. Chal, radu nako. Makeup kharab huil. कोणाचं लग्न होतं का?